no one trusts the governor of New York or AOC at all right now. I think actually the mayor has a leg to stand on because he was one of the first to come out and say, we're getting rid of the $350 certificate, the little credit card that you would get as an illegal migrant for your food. We're getting rid of that. He wants to get rid of the hotel stays. He's all over that because it turns out, interestingly enough, the hotel that New York taxpayers are paying hundreds of millions of dollars to every single year is actually owned by the Pakistan government. So go figure. New York taxpayers are paying the Pakistan government to house millions of illegal migrants, or I guess at least tens of thousands, one could say, over the course of any given year. I think you get to stay there like 3 months. Sweet deal, right? Well, New Yorkers have had it. You just look at what's going on in the subway. I mean, there was this horrible story. Absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen anything so horrific. I don't want to get into the details, but you know what I'm talking about. If you're listening, I encourage you to watch the show because you'll see the headline there about the Guatemalan migrant on the subway who is alleged to have burned a woman to her death. So there's that. There's another story that was in the news about a stabbing on the subway, and there is another news item about another woman who was gravely injured on the subway. And this is just all like within the last week. But what do you think is going to happen? I mean, poor Daniel Penny was completely tarred and feathered for trying to do the right thing and protect people on the subway because guess what? Nobody's protected them. They've invited all the migrants in. Hey, come one, come all. We'll give you free food, free housing, free this, free that, all at the taxpayers' expense. And somehow nobody thought about increasing the police presence. Well, you can. Everybody who can is retiring from the police force right about now. So lawmakers are coming under fire, including one AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. This Nick Satter, who has a Twitter account, just decided to confront her about it. It didn't go so well. I was worried that poor Nick was going to get thrown down the stairs by the handler of AOC. Take a look at this.
Ocasio-Cortez, so your district is really suffering under the pressure of the border crisis.
Thank you.
Why are... No, I'm sorry.
I'm trying to get through the tour, man.
Don't touch me. What are you... What? Your district is very much suffering through the border crisis. Biden's border crisis. Why will you not... No, get out of my way. Excuse me, sir. Get out of my way. Dude, fucking get your hands off me. What?
Fall down the stairs, man. Relax.
Stop touching me. Stop touching me.
Sir, you're gonna fall down the stairs.
Are you talking to the Biden administration about fixing the border? Get off of me. What is wrong with you?
You touched me on the stairs.
Thank you.
I did not touch you. I have it on video.
Wow. So there seemed to be some back and forth about who was touching who. And she's accusing him of touching her because I guess that'll play in Peoria a little bit better than my guy was trying to push him away. Anyway, these questions are real questions. And AOC is going to have to answer them. I mean, whether she talks to Nick or whether she talks to one of her friends at ABC News or MSNBC. But you know what? I don't think she's going to have as many friends in the future in those places because the executives don't want to deal with the headache and the fallout from all of it. So then there is one Kathy Hochul who's so proud that she can go take a subway now. She did this days before Christmas, and actually she released this video like within hours of this horrific attack, which didn't really sit so well. I mean, I think you could nickname her Tone Deaf Kathy. Tone Deaf Kathy, because this horrible thing happens and she's out there tweeting about how she's made the subways safer. Are you kidding me? She gets on the subway, she's got like an army of security around her. It's a whole different ballgame.
I'm on the subway train heading out to Queens Center. I have a lot of, not quite last minute, but I have holiday shopping to do. I've got an adorable 2-year-old granddaughter, so it's a lot more fun to shop. I can take the subway wherever we need to go. And I want all New Yorkers to feel safe, which is why we've added so many more National Guard, over 250 more people that'll make sure that your ride is as safe as it can be.
Think about that. You need the National Guard. Where's your police force? Kathy, I think you need to hire a few more. I think you need to figure that out. Or maybe actually don't bring so many illegals into your state. Maybe you'd have a better scenario. I mean, she can't answer any of the real questions. She doesn't understand the statistics. She doesn't understand what the real world is. She doesn't understand how fearful people are right now of being in New York City.
A lot of things with statistics, and I see the percentage that crime is down 42% since 2021. But if you look back to pre-pandemic, and I know you like to say that overall crime is down 12% since the pandemic, but murders are up 200%, felony assault is up 55%, and burglary is up 140%. So are you saying that this is progress?
Are you talking about statewide, city, or subway?
No, crime in the transit system. I'm sorry, Governor. Yes, crime in the subway system.
Okay, you want to answer that?
Can you take that one for me? I don't know the answer to that. Because you see, the real numbers are quite bad. You can cherry pick all you want and say, well, compared to this year or whatever. But here's the deal. Crime is up. And everybody knows it now. Everybody. So I'm going to tell you this. Kathy, you probably want to look at a resignation being submitted at some point soon, or you're just going to get slaughtered in the next election. Same with AOC. Resign, go home, do whatever you need to do. Go become a lobbyist, AOC. That'll work for you. Tom Homan, by the way, who's the new border czar, and he is a crackerjack, total, awesome, like tough guy, right? Like he is smart. He is not going to put up with anybody's BS. I know that about him, but don't take my word. Listen to him. I want to show you a clip from just the other day where he was saying, wait a second, like we need to spend this money. It's going to cost $88 billion. We don't have $88 billion. Well, guess what? We spent $151 billion last year on migrants, which adjusted for inflation is roughly half what we spent on an entire world war. Yeah, like I think it's World War I cost somewhere in that vicinity. So we're spending all this money, housing, clothing, feeding, trying to integrate, whatever. And he's like, no. We just need to freaking secure the border. This is actually an issue for national security. Thank you very much. Take a peek.
Congress needs to fund this deportation operation. It's going to be expensive, and everybody's focused on how expensive it's going to be. They need to understand, yeah, it's going to be expensive in the beginning, but in the long run, it's going to save billions of dollars of taxpayers' money. We are talking about the biggest national security vulnerability this country has. $86 billion is a start. We need at least that to do this operation.
Yeah. It's going to be expensive, but what's the alternative? We're just going to keep letting people pour in. You're going to sacrifice lives as a result of that because you're going to have so much more crime. You have the drugs, everything that goes with that. I'm sorry. Everything that goes with that. You need to know who's here. You need to actually have a process. You need to streamline it. And you need to be bringing the people who want to work, not the people who are looking around saying, okay, where can I get a free hotel room? Where can I get the $350 a week for my food because I need my ethnically sensitive food? No, you don't need anything. You shouldn't need anything. You should come here because you want to work and you want a better future. And you ought to have some path to that. It shouldn't be on the backs of American taxpayers that are struggling enough as it is. Here's Tom again.
American citizens, almost a daily occurrence now. You know, because historic number of criminal aliens walking the streets, because this administration's policy in sanctuary jurisdictions and lax immigration enforcement. ICE has their hands tied. Secretary Mayorkas have given them priorities that they can't even go arrest an illegal alien anymore unless he's convicted of a serious crime. Then maybe they can arrest him. So this is on this administration. As far as Governor Hochul, shame on her. She supports sanctuary status in that state. She welcomed thousands of illegal aliens to her state. She sent them to Buffalo and Syracuse. Murders occurred by illegal aliens in Buffalo and Syracuse. She has a green light law. ICE and CBP can't even work with local law enforcement. Local law enforcement can't even share DMV data with these people. So Governor Hochul, shame on you. There's nothing you can say that's going to make this right in New York.
All right. You didn't get a chance to see Secretary Mayorkas in his exit interview on CBS.
Absolutely nothing. Governor Hochul, shame on you. Governor Hochul, resign, leave, let someone come in that actually cares and prioritizes this. Or get out of the way so Tom can do his job. Because New Yorkers don't deserve that. They deserve to be safe. Every American deserves to be safe. If you don't have government keeping you safe, then what the hell is government worth? Zip, zero, nada. By the way, not much of a segue, but we believe over at 76 Research in limited government. Go check this out. So there's a lot of opportunities. It is our belief, for sure. A lot of great opportunities now that you have somebody who actually understands economics and business coming in with a team that understands economics and business. So go look at Invest in MAGA. This is the free version of 76 Research, 76research.com. You can sign up, check out that Invest in MAGA guide today. 76 Research is the company I founded with Rob Horton, a longtime friend and a brilliant stock picker who managed billions of dollars on Wall Street before coming over and starting this venture with me. And I'm just excited to be able to bring you guys ideas to help you invest for your future, because there's going to be a great future ahead. And you know what? You need to be part of it. Even when you say, Trish, I can't afford it. I can't invest anymore right now because I've got to pay for this and I got to pay for that. I get it. Listen, there are certain basic rules, right? You want to have a little bit of padding always. And you've got to secure yourself with that padding. But simultaneously, you got to think about what's coming down the pike in the future. And if you're not investing, you're not going to be keeping up, one, with inflation, and two, with what you're going to need in the future, because hopefully someday you're going to be able to retire. And so you want that income stream coming in. We actually have a portfolio designed for that. It's called the Basic Income Portfolio at 76research.com. So go check that out. I mean, if you have a little time over the holidays, right? We're going into a weekend. Take a look at this stuff. And health and wealth. I mean wealth and now health, right? Balance in nature is what I trust. For my health, balance in nature is actually the vitamins that I take every single day. Isn't that pretty good? I pop them every morning. My fruits and veggies, if you would, because I suffer from not getting enough vitamin D. I knew I should have gone someplace warm this vacation, right? Oh, well, I trust my Balance in Nature to help me. Balanceinnature.com. Use code word Trish, Trish, 1-800-246-8751 is the number, 1-800-246-8751. It's really good stuff, and they deliver it free to your house. You get 35% off with my code, Trish, Trish, plus free shipping, so well worth it.